Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you very much for your questions. Jules, yesterday Gab was on his balcony. Where are you?
So I'm by the... Come on, man. Come on. Sorry, we've got a friend here, here in Berlin. Yeah, just here. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Max Eisen.
Max Eisen.
Yes.
You live in Berlin?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like football?
No.
No. Okay. Sorry, it's a football show.
No, it's football.
Yeah.
I like.
Oh, you like football?
What a question, man.
You just said no.
I said no, but.
Oh, I see. You were making a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I understand the joke.
All right, then. We'll go back to Jules in a moment. They'll just sort out what's going on.
Well, you know what I love? It's honestly, it's like some people, they've got overstay their welcome written all over their forehead, and he's one of them. You know, there's a big... Like, you have to be one of the dumbest people on the planet, right? And in fact, I reckon we met the dumbest person on the planet there tonight, who sees a big camera with a light on it and a man holding a microphone. Now, if you've never seen that before, anywhere, then you've never switched the television on. So what you do is, you just become a complete pain in the butt and hover around. I mean, the worrying thing is, though, and I jest, when I see that, it always slightly concerns me.
Yeah, you never...
Because you just never know when somebody gets that close, so that's why you need...
Do you remember Robbo outside Wembley during COVID?
Yes. He got very angry. There was a very... our security didn't quite...
Jules, you're okay? You dealt with that very... What a lovely man you are, Jules. You didn't swear at him.
No, but yeah, I know. I tried. So my hotel is just down the corner. You know my luxurious hotel, obviously.
Yes.
And this is the TV tower, whatever, in Berlin, and Alexanderplatz is just down there. So not too far from where Gab lives and producer Freddie as well. Oh. But in a kind of like posher area, really.
I see. And who have you got staying with you now, Jules?
No one. But my oldest son is coming on July the 2nd.
Okay.
Is that where we were in Berlin?
I don't know, actually. Craig, what would Don have been like during that Italy match? More passionate than watching Scotland?
He needs to switch off. Do you know what I mean? With all these things. He was on his high horse yesterday about Scotland. Scotland they deserve to go home, let's be honest.
Yes.
They've been absolutely... They had the worst stats in terms of attempts at goal after 3 games than all the other sides after 2.
Really?
I believe. So that tells you a story. Don, I think we managed to pipe the Italian angle out of him somewhat when he was over here.
We didn't have much choice, really, did he?
He was bleating on about it, but I don't know what he'd have been like. But he was big on the Italians at the start when he came, and then I think
diluted.
He saw Spain playing 1 or 2 others, and he thought, I better backtrack here a little bit.
Jules, if Southgate is out after the Euros, who are some likely candidates for the England job?
It's a good question, to be fair. And the FA said they have a plan in place. I don't know if this plan, for example, has Eddie Howe in it. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie was a candidate. Could they go abroad? We know that they're quite reluctant to go and get a foreign manager because, Capello was not great. Sven-Goran Eriksson was not much better either, so maybe they got still scars of that, but they would like to keep it as English or at least British. So I'm sure there will be a few candidates. If you look at it, this is a great generation. We've said that before. It's a really high-paid job. There's a lot of money at the FA. You can do something good. St. James's Park is a great HQ to have for your team now. Youth teams are doing well, so it's a very, very attractive job, I think, for a lot of coaches.
Pochettino would be fun. I'd like Poch to be in charge.
Yeah.
I know he's Argentinian, but blooming heck, he'd do well with that group. Craig, what does Cole Palmer have
You were big into Gareth Southgate before.
When was that?
2 games in.
Were you? I was not. Don't listen to him. That's nonsense.
Tell us.
No, he's winding you up, Jules.
No, you keep chuntering on about, in the previous tournaments, they were going to win it, and this one you think they're going to win it.
Yeah.
Or you did. You're very positive, but if you were...
But I don't think I've ever been singing Gareth Southgate's praises too loudly.
So just the players then, it's all about the players.
What does Cole Palmer have to do to get minutes on the pitch?
Well, that is a good question, and I think the Slovenia game would be, in particular, a great opportunity to get 2 or 3 other players involved to see what the rotation and the movement is like and the balance and how they're going to... And they keep saying this, how are we going to solve this problem in midfield with Declan Rice? And it's like, it's a never-ending cycle of the same story. But how do we get the best out of if Bukayo Saka's not playing brilliantly and Foden's not getting super involved from the other side? What do you do? If Jude Bellingham's not getting into the game as much as they would like, and by the way, England will not come close to winning this tournament if those big players don't get involved, how do we do it? How do we figure it out? How do we get better support to Harry Kane if Harry Kane's not... And all these sort of things. Anthony Gordon, different type of player, bit of a speedster, more direct, will run in behind. Can he not look at these players and how that balance might help England when it gets to the knockout? Even coming off the bench in a game after playing a big side and they're struggling with half an hour to go, could I throw Cole Palmer on there? Could I throw Anthony Gordon on? Whereas just doing the same thing is not going to give you any more answers. Changing one player, Alexander out for Conor Gallagher, if that's the change, is not going to give you any more answers. If Phil Foden's still playing on the left and Jude Bellingham still doing what he's been doing. So it strikes to me that Palmer is one of 2 or 3 players in the forward position that really could be doing with stretching his legs in this competition, particularly in this game.
Jules, would you rather see France make it into the final but get demolished or get knocked out earlier in the tournament?
No, another final, of course, because then at least you get there, at least you're in a final. We said France have qualified for 3 of the last 4 finals, 4 big finals, and yeah, they lost 2, they won 1. But finals is still something. People say, oh, you never remember the losers or that's not true. You remember also who was in the Argentina-France final in Qatar in 2022, for example. So, this is not true. I think it's an achievement in itself to get that far, to get to the final. Every team wants to get to the final. Even if you then lose it, I don't think they will get destroyed, by the way, in a final. They get to the final and we beat anybody that will go in front of us.
I know things change during the tournament, Jules. All things being equal, form and fitness, do you think Deschamps, unless somebody comes in and has a sparkling performance and changes his mind, do you think he already, if he was playing a semi-final or a final tomorrow, do you think he already knows his best 11?
Yeah, I think so. And you saw against the Dutch, he recycled that system, the formation that we had in Russia when they won the World Cup, with that kind of hybrid asymmetrical 4-4-2, with a defensive midfielder as a kind of a left winger, if you want, or left attacking side, and a proper winger on the right-hand side in Dembele or Mbappe back in 2018. And this is what he does, and I think in his mind, tomorrow is different because, as we said, it's Poland, and this is a game that they should easily win, so I think they're going to go for it and they're going to attack more. But after that, depending on who they face, especially if it's a big country, I know him so well. He's going to revert to that, play that very kind of conservative, pragmatic style of football, which is his DNA and the team's DNA, to be fair. But that starting 11 for a final or semi-final against an England or Germany or Spain or Portugal, he's got it in his mind already, which Southgate, by the way, doesn't even know who the first 3 names are on the team sheet.
So Spain would be the same, Germany would be the same at the moment, and Portugal would probably be the same. Whether we agree with the selections or not, the only team that it's throw of a dice.
Yes.
And by the way,
work in progress.
Right.
We saw there was a graphic on our show from ESPN Bet, right, that still had, unless this is a cut and paste from match day 1, still had England as joint favourites with Spain.
No, they've been dropped. I think they've been dropped now. I don't think that's the case. But who knows? There we are. That is it. We got to go. I thought you were giving me that look. Yeah, no, I've been telling to wrap it up. And then you're asking Jules lots of questions. There we are. That's fine.
Well, I've got to justify myself today.
ESPN FC will be back tomorrow as we'll be reflecting on both France and England in action.